Hello, my name is Jobo, and this is my Is It Worth It video for One Piece card game Premium Collection Best Selection 2. So, in terms of what this product is, it is just a product of cards we currently have. So, compared to other games, I think it's only fair if we explore what the reprint value is. So the reprint value for this set is actually abysmal. Total, we're at $5.25, which is horrible value considering that one set of these 12 cards is $25 plus shipping. Um, so to really evaluate this product, it's based off of how playable the cards are and how cool the art looks. But that is all kind of subjective except for the playability. So here are the playable cards in the set. The first card I want to showcase is Karasu. Karasu's regular art looks it's just a rare, so there's nothing to look at. The full art version that comes in the PRB, not PRB set, but the best selection looks significantly better. But Karasu is rarely played in other decks outside of the Revolutionary Army package. Kikunojo is probably the most fun card in this entire set just because yellow is kind of a fun meme color at this point in the meta. I think the Kikunojo art personally looks very nice, and if I was to pick up this product, I would pick it up just for the Kikunojo art, because yellow's the color I play the most. Hina is probably the most sought after card in this entire set because not only is it in the best color, it probably has the best art. Onigashima Island. I'm not sure why they leave the border in the full arts, but for the events and stages, Bandai really likes leaving that color coding on the edge. I think it is unnecessary and probably can be removed in future iterations of products like this. But it's just really a comparison of, do you like the full art or do you like the standard card art? Gum Gum Giant Gavel looks significantly cooler in this product. Yeah, if you're playing Nami, this is what you would pick up. El Thor compared to the old El Thor, which seems to be just a anime snapshot, has gotten a significant upgrade. And those are the six most playable cards in this set. The other six are here. So these three are all unplayed. So if you're trying to get this collection to play with, you would have to flex your deck specifically around these cards to include them. X Drake might be the exception because it's a 2K counter, and you can probably just lower your 2K counter quality in your deck just to squeeze in X Drake. So you can have a fully blinged out deck. And Capone Beige, out of these three, is probably the only one that sees play. It is used very sparingly in the Red Green Law deck. Red Green Law is kind of out of the meta, but that's besides the point. The whole point of this collection is to showcase artwork, and they call it premium collection. So we will now show off how the cards actually look in real life versus thrown up on a big screen. Product features reprints of 12 cards. They're all fairly low rarity, but we're really here just to showcase how cool they look. The first card is Karasu. Karasu is only played in the
in the Rev Army decks. He's actually kind of the best card Rev Army has access to. In terms of artwork, it looks kind of plain, and in terms of texturing and embossing, it's also very lackluster. A lot of his feathers could be accentuated, but obviously that would take too much money and effort. So it really is kind of a lackluster card in terms of a premium product. You can't even see the embossing very well. The next card is Fire Fist. Fire Fist was played as a tech card in RP Law, but since RP Law is banned, I don't think this card's gonna see much play. There's some texturing, and again, I think they could have done more with this card. The flames itself have no texture, which is kind of a big disappointment yet again. L Thor is the next card. L Thor. L Thor is from OPO5. It's kind of the bread and butter of Calgara right now, of how to stay alive and be able to be aggressive and constantly use your leader ability. In terms of texturing, yeah, this one is also really disappointing. It's kind of just like new artwork, but you're not getting that crazy embossing treatment you're really used to on alternate arts. Um, Boa Hancock. This is the reprint of the starter deck Boa Hancock. It is currently not played in any deck, so you're really buying this for how much you like the artwork. This one is very similar to Karasu, where the character itself is not foil, but everything around the character is foil. There's some embossing. All the hearts are textured out, so it looks really good. So far, I think this is the best looking card. And then probably the most playable card right now, Onigashima. It helps you ramp, but it's leader locked to animal pirates, so this is only playable when animal pirates are playable. Um, there's nothing in the meta as of this printing that's really playable. And yeah, I just realized I said the same word multiple times. In terms of texturing, this is really cool. There's all sorts of textures on this card. There's like lightning in the background, lightning on the ground itself. But in terms of the actual Skull Island itself, it leaves a lot to be desired. Again, I think for something that should be called premium, this is on the lackluster side. Barrier is a reprint of the OPO4 Barrier. This card is not played anywhere currently. Maybe you'll play this in some green black deck in the future, but as of now, it is currently unused. Artwork is very cool. I like it a lot. It has the little lightning bolts coming out, but um, yeah, still kind of flat in my opinion. Expect expect more from premium products. Beating a dead horse. What can I say? I'm not sure why this card got a reprint. The Billion Fold World Trichiliocosm. It is a reprint from OP06. Yeah, this one, in terms of texturing, has a lot of little textures throughout the entire card. It's really cool, but unfortunately, you will not be playing this card in any deck anytime soon. Gum Gum Giant Gavel is a staple in the Nami deck. Gives you 4,000 power for the price of one Dawn and one card from your hand. It is a very staple card. This is the highest rarity for the card as the rest of all the other cards in this collection. I think they paid extra attention to this card as Nami is a very meta deck, and this card should be very sought after. Yep, looks great. Capone Beige. This card is also like the other cards we mentioned earlier before Gum Gum Giant Gavel. The texturing is very lackluster. The art is kind of cool. It shows how BA Capone is in in the show. I don't think he does much, but in terms of embossing, I think they could have done more to make this feel really premium, but this is also the nicest looking version of Capone Gang Beige, the blocker. And then X Drake is your classic 2K counter. Um, yeah, I'm not sure why they decided to go very. Um, yeah, I think they just missed a lot of opportunity, but I can kind of tell that they're going for like this negative look on these cards. The artwork itself is really pretty. The embossing where it occurs looks awesome, but I'm just not a big fan of like leaving no texture on certain parts of the card to make it accentuated. It just looks very flat. But artwork itself, really cool. And then lastly, we have Hina. This is the most playable card in this entire set. This is a reprint of the starter deck Hina. The artwork looks amazing, but like all the other ones, only the background is textured. And yeah, so if you haven't noticed, I really like fancy cardboard that is textured. In terms of art, this is really, really cool. I think the angles show how cool Hina is from the anime. And yeah, this is probably the nicest looking card in this entire 12 card collection. And there's no Kikunojo because, yeah, that's the only card that people want. So it's no longer in my possession. Okay, thanks.
So, all in all, final thoughts of this product is the art looks great. The foiling could be better just to really maximize on that premium value. The reprint value in this set is not worth it, but because of how popular One Piece is right now, this set will probably maintain the value of $25 or higher. But in terms of looking at the replacement of the cards, I think this solely based on reprint value, it would be a F because $5 is not even 20% of $25. So we're not even close. In terms of art, art is subjective, so buy it if it looks cool. Okay, finally, this video was sponsored by myself. So if you're looking to pick up playsets of the Best Selection Volume 2 cards, please scan the QR code that's on the screen or click on the link that I will link below. Yeah, thanks. I'll just sit here awkwardly and look at the camera now.